Hello Aces, ICKX here for my first ever game review, and let's talk about Vertical Strike Endless Challenge, a new game that's on Steam. I've just recently bought it and I played the game on a live stream for the first time, so here's my review on Vertical Strike. First, what is this game? Vertical Strike is an arcade flight shooter developed by Project ICKX, running on the Unity engine and alternate framework, which was originally created by Project ICKX, but that really feels similar to Raider Spheres and Ace Combat, although the graphics are considerably better than the ones from Raider Sphere. In this game you basically have two different survival missions, where one of them is an air-to-air mission and the other one is an air-to-ship mission. As you play the game you have to defeat the incoming enemy waves, and after defeating all the enemies in that wave you go to the next wave and so on. Every fifth wave consists of you fighting a boss, which is marked by a TGT. So you encounter these bosses in waves 5, 10, 15, 20 and so on. It's when you defeat these bosses that you replenish some of your ammunition. As for the score system of this game, it includes three components. First, your regular score, meaning the points you get for shooting down the enemies. The second one is your cost, so how much your ammunition or your flares as well cost. And the last one is the result score, which is basically your original score minus the cost of your ammunitions. Now let's talk about the pros and the cons of this game, starting with the pros. The two aircraft available, the SAF-22, basically an F-22 with canards, and the XSF-3A, which is a larger version of the Shinshin fighter currently being developed in Japan, are very nicely modeled. You can see their parts as they move, and this is especially true when it comes to the thrust vectoring. The graphic effects are also good around the aircraft, especially when you hit the afterburners or when you're maneuvering, since you can see the vapor around the aircraft. When it comes to weapons, in Vertical Strike each aircraft can carry up to 4 different weapons, and there are plenty of choices, going from your standard missiles to unguided bombs, semi-active anti-air missiles, anti-ship missiles, and even exterior mounted guns. Of course, all these weapons have their different specs and they become more important in the anti-ship mission, since you have to destroy both naval and aerial targets. While not considered as a weapon, flares are also available and they can be set to either automatic or player controlled. The gameplay in this game is action-packed, it's very fast, and you will get to feel like you are in area B7R during the anti-air mission. Needless to say, the gameplay is also fun as much as it is fast, and the sound effects from the weapon system really make you feel like you're playing Ace Combat. And talking about Ace Combat, Vertical Strike has a pretty good music playing in the background. While the music will keep repeating, I never got annoyed by it while playing the game. Another feature of the game is that after you die, because eventually you will die, you can quickly upload your score via Twitter and see how you rank compared to other players. The last pro of this game is that it comes at a great price of only $4.99 American dollars or 498 yen in Japan. Now let's talk about the cons of this game. The game only has two flyable aircraft, the SAF-22 and the XSF-3A as mentioned before, and only 2 missions. In the anti-air mission, the only enemy that you fight against is a Sukhoi 33, and in the anti-ship mission, the only enemies are some destroyers, occasionally some Sukhoi 33s, and what it changes is that the bosses in the naval mission are battleships instead of destroyers. Another drawback of the game is that it does not have a cockpit view, only the third person and HUD views. Plot-wise, there's nothing to talk about because the game does not have any specific setting explaining the story, the missions, the factions, or even your wingmans which are featured in the missions. So this is purely an arcade game. The last con, and the one that I dislike the most, is that while you can play with a joystick, such as an Xbox 360 controller, I have not been able to switch the controls with the options from the game. This frustrates me because I'm so used to Ace Combat button layout that I cannot play the game with a joystick, so I have to find a walk around in order to fix this. With that being said, I highly recommend that you try out Vertical Strike because it's a very fun game for the price that you pay. The game really feels like an Ace Combat minigame, and I think I will spend some of my time waiting for Ace Combat 7 playing this game. Overall, the pros of this game make it really fun, and there should be a way to fix the only con that concerns me, the one about the joystick. This was my review on Vertical Strike Endless Challenge. I hope you have enjoyed, and please give this game a try. It's pretty damn good.